Okay, so can whatever you want.
Yeah, I would like that. Okay, so I haven't even looked. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Okay, well, we're pulling ourselves together this morning, everybody. Good morning, Chris. A lot of people are jumping on and joining us.
Good.
A lot of our regulars are back for a Friday morning video.
Good morning.
And yeah, good morning to everybody. And we're continuing today with our Merry Christmas with Tim Holtz. And we're doing this for a couple weeks because we got in all of the Tim Holtz dies, stencils, stamps, and ideology. So we're pretty excited about it. Yesterday, Diane was here, and I kind of happily put her banner in our tree here.
Isn't it adorable though?
So if you missed yesterday, check it out. Diane had a bunch of tags, and the good news is we're back with more tags today with Chris. So tags are just fun, aren't they, Chris?
They are. I've never done many tags other than very simple ones to put on gifts. So this has been kind of fun for me to do something different.
And they're really cool. They're
Thank
really
you.
cool. And Chris was here earlier this week on off.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas with Tim Holtz.
Yep.
Week. That's a long thing to say.
Yeah, it is. Tongue twister.
It is. It's a lot. So, and now you're finishing off the week, but we're not done with Tim.
No.
He'll be back not tomorrow, next week.
Monday, yes.
Monday, Therese is here, and she's using some of his stamps and dies.
Oh, she is so good
So
with color, and
we will have a good time with that. And Chris has pulled out a lot of product that she's going to show you today. Lots of fun things, including the sticker book, which Diane said, I should have got the sticker book out yesterday, and the quote flare. And Chris, before we do that, I think we need to show what came in the mail.
oh my gosh.
We get mail. Memory bound mail has really changed over the last year or two. And yesterday, this box arrived. Happy Halloween Memory Bound from Bonnie. And Bonnie, I haven't seen if you're here yet, but if you are, a huge thank you.
I guess this is showing what when you brought one over, or Maggie brought one over, my mouth dropped.
Oh, I know.
Just so amazing what she put together. Were you done showing that?
I am. I was
Okay.
reading a comment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look at all the tissue paper here. And then underneath of it is treats for all of the memory bound people. And Chris, why don't you grab one so we can look at it close.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. I love how she took the gold and then burnished it with something. Or maybe she took black and put gold.
It's probably the
luster wax. Yep.
That's what I would guess.
I would guess so too.
And she does, in her notes, she does say she used the gold luster wax. She die cut it with a graphic 45 die.
And she even put a little spoon in here for us. Oh my goodness.
So it's got a little, is that like a biscotti?
Yep.
Or is that what it's called? Those good little cookie
I don't know,
things
the airplane.
you get in the airplane.
Yes.
And it's good with coffee.
Exactly. A piece of chocolate wrapped with a little witch on there, a stick of honey, and I haven't really looked at this. Is that some tea? Oh, it's tea.
It's a tea bag, yes.
Oh my gosh.
What a fun gift. And Bonnie said she used the Charmed from Graphic 45, which is their Halloween collection. And look at how she put the little tags on the honey tube, I guess. And I see a junk bow.
Oh my gosh, that is
inspired
adorable.
by Katie.
Oh, and then on the back.
Oh, I didn't
Isn't
see
that adorable?
Goblins trick or treat, witches fly, and bats do squeak. Night's time falls and shadows creep. Oh my gosh, Bonnie, thank you so much. That's such a fun treat.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
It has a charm.
Yes, and a charm on there.
Bonnie's all about detail, and I love that she's added her her gold shiny mirror paper. So that's her. I think, Bonnie, you must get that by the truckload, because that's really sweet. And when we opened the box and it was just all this tissue paper was popping out, it was just really nice. So Bonnie, thank you again. Happy Halloween. It's going to be a great weekend, everybody, and Rita says that Bonnie's unbelievable, and
Oh,
it's
I
very
know.
true. Very true.
All
Very
those little
sweet.
kids be safe out there trick-or-treating.
Now, on our way over, I'm just going to show this because this is a little bit of a mess, kind of, because we are getting ready. We're going to start rearranging our classroom for our holiday open house, which starts Wednesday. Got another surprise.
I need.
Diane just opened the mail.
This is from Connie Austin in Arizona.
Oh my
and
gosh.
She writes that.
It's Micah time.
Okay. So then she sent us this really cool card.
Oh, Southwest greetings. Perfect from
Yeah,
Arizona,
and
isn't
wrote,
it?
So she likes mica, and she thought it'd be fun to see what mica looks in its natural form.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, look at the
So
layers.
that's like mica that gets all chomped up
Yep.
for our mica sprays.
This is, yeah.
And the
real-
mica flakes and
The real thing. I'm sure there's synthetic
How
ones,
cool
but-
is that?
Yeah.
Connie, that, oh my
Isn't
gosh,
that
Connie,
fun?
that is really, really neat.
Oh
We're going to
my
get
gosh.
It
pictures.
looks just
Yeah.
Does it feel like a rock or is it softer?
It's very smooth.
it feels like a rock, yeah. But look, of the,
It's gorgeous.
It's very
layers.
shiny.
Oh, yep.
Oh my gosh. I
fun.
wonder if, I don't know if she's watching. I don't know if Connie is watching. But I wonder if that's kind of natural to Arizona, if that's where they
Oh, yeah,
mine
she
it
didn't
or
say,
get
but-
it.
Yeah. I just
Very
had to show
cool.
that.
That
Oh,
is
really-
very
Connie,
cool.
Let's see the card one more time with the cactus.
Yeah. Southwest greetings. Isn't that fun?
That is so cute.
Like I said, I'm so amazed.
Well,
Our customers
and
are
the
the
Christmas
best.
lights on the
Yeah.
cactus and
That's so fun. Connie, thank you
Yeah.
so
How
much.
fun.
None of us really knew what mica
No.
was. We just know it's a spray.
yeah,
We just know
And
it's
we
a
have the
spray.
mica
flakes. Yeah,
too.
yep.
Oh, yeah. You want to grab those, Diane?
I may have sold the last one Tuesday.
Janet says she has a piece of mica from her childhood rock collection. It's so
Oh.
cool, and the layers peel off.
Yes.
So I think a lot of us are in
Oh,
awe.
you found one.
These
Good.
are the Stampendous ones.
So we have some mica flakes from Stampendous, which, oh yeah, it looks, it does.
Yep.
It does.
Yeah.
Color and
So cool.
Wow, this is like a science class.
I know.
Isn't that fun?
Homeschool science class. And
I love that.
Carol says it is, they have a lot of it in Arizona and all over the Southwest.
Yeah.
Not really something we have here in Iowa.
No.
We have lots
So-
of rocks, but
but very
So
cool. Very
cool.
cool. Oh gosh, that,
Yeah.
what a great
I-
way to start the
I
weekend,
know.
Chris. And it's going to get even greater because Chris is here and she's going to be coloring some things
Yeah.
and making snowballs,
And
which they don't have in Arizona, I'm sure.
no.
And let's see. Rita said, "Learn." I'm reading the comments.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna let's see, Chris. You're coloring tinsel, making snowballs, coloring baubles, showing us tags, and we're gonna look at your book now that you've got it all
All
hooked
right.
together.
Good.
So Chris was here on Tuesday,
Yep.
and this is really amazing.
Well, thank you. I just kind of stuck it together Tuesday because you know how it is when you're on air trying to do things. You don't want to mess it up, basically. So anyway, I went home, glued it all down, put the tags back in, and I don't know what you want me to say about it. I used the paper from Tim Holtz, which we're out of right now. So her book is the Folio 2 from Photoplay, and it's the backdrops from the Christmas collection from Tim Holtz. And the backdrops will be here probably on Monday. We sold out. We've been doing Tim Holtz all week, and we've had some amazing projects and designers and demos, and we sold out of it. But we've got more coming. And I just thought it'd be nice to show it now that it's all. Yeah, now that it's put together and
and
kind
there's
of a
the
reminder.
flare. Diane said she wished she would have used the flare on her tags.
Well, it's just kind of fun. I remember having those old buttons as kids. And
yes, I remember those
yeah.
too. Yes. And Janet made a comment that she'll have this on our blog today too. We took some pictures and sent them to her. I hope I sent her the tags because your tags are amazing.
I don't know if you didn't. They're here.
Yeah.
And someone had asked, with all the tags in it, will the book shut? The answer was no. So I just took a couple of the tags out, and you can give them separate. You could put them on a gift.
On an easel, hang them on a tree.
And you don't have to make all of the tags that I did. I was just giving you guys samples, basically.
Awesome.
The waterfall.
It's perfect. I like the craft paper on the waterfall.
I just love the craft paper with his line. I just think it's pretty. And then these little labels so that you can remember who that photo is or what was happening, the date. And I think I passed by this one kind of quick. This one I just thought would be so fun to put.
Did you have the envelope done?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
okay. I missed that when I watched the video.
I think it would just be so fun to put your kids' or grandkids' letters to Santa in here to keep. Or someone said they had their dad's letter when he was 8.
Gosh,
Wouldn't that be fun to keep in there? And of course, like I said, I had my granddaughter come over and write a letter for me. She asked for a kiwi doll or tiddlywinks for her sister.
Back to the 1940s.
Yep, 1943 is what we looked up.
Okay, the book is a folio 2 from Photo Play, and we can get it linked here. It comes in white or black. And we do have those in stock.
yes.
We stocked up because I knew everybody was going to love this project.
And they can always take this out, put a photo up here,
Sure.
or put a photo on the back. Some of them I went ahead and cut the craft to back it in case you wanted to make a little note on there.
What's nice, Chris, is that it's ready ahead of time, or unless you're doing things from the past.
Yes. Oh gosh,
You
yeah.
can do things from the past, or you can use it this year, and then you're ready to go, and you might be more apt to actually
use it.
document your holiday
Oh gosh,
season.
yes. This one I decided to make the tag my decoration. So I just went ahead and adhered it and then tucked the little things in here. You could take a craft mat and put a photo in here.
Got a little bucket.
Exactly. This one, Katie and I talked about how sometimes she leaves this off of hers, but I decided to put it on in case you wanted to,
I think it's
journal
perfect.
and put something in there. This came from the sticker book along with this.
I wanted to ask where you got memories at.
Yes,
in
that
the
was
sticker
the
book.
sticker book. This little piece here, because I cut the tag, I had some left over. So I just took a strip from the sticker book and put that down there.
Chris, I bet you had a lot of fun making this.
I did. Here's the memories.
Okay, I have not looked at the
And-
sticker. I have the sticker book. I purchased it, but I have not looked at it. So it's got little
and-
boards.
yeah,
Those are
yep.
perfect for tags.
Exactly.
So how much is the sticker
This
book?
it's only $5.99,
$5.99.
and you get
Like I said, I
all
bought
of
one, but
these.
I didn't look at
You
the
haven't looked
price.
at it yet.
And I haven't looked at the stickers.
all of these words that you can add to your tags or a number of things. This, I made a card, and I was going between taking those.
It's got a whole shelf of things.
I
behind
do. This isn't done yet. I'll complete it during the video. But you could easily take one of these, use the powder pouch to de-stick it, and then put your dimensionals,
Pop it up with your phone.
yep, and put it on there instead. So
Good idea. They're loving the album, Chris. It's nice to see it. It's all attached now and glued down really well,
that's right.
and it looks good.
It's not going anywhere.
So as a summary, you use the Folio 2 from Photoplay.
Yes.
The backdrops from Tim Holtz, the Christmas backdrops,
Correct.
which they sold out, but we have more arriving on Monday. And you use the pocket cards or the sticker book.
Sticker book. I used a little bit of everything, and it's all linked
Oh, yes,
on
it is.
Tuesday's
Yes.
video.
So you can look, and it'll be on our blog today later. And you can link and see everything, because I see that you even have the droplets here.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And the flare. And it
Flare.
looks like you got the baseboards. I saw some chipboard
yep.
things.
Here,
And the
the ephemera. I have the label ones that I stuck on a few of them just because I liked those words.
She's got the bells. She's
Yeah.
got the loop pins.
Yeah.
Well, we
had
should
it
make
all.
a list of what you didn't use, Chris.
It would be very short, a very short list.
Well, I appreciate you bringing that back in so we can all have
Yes.
a good.
Oh gosh,
here's
you're
the other
welcome.
page. I missed
Yep.
this.
A couple more pages. This one, I'll just use this to show you. I only glued down on 3 sides so that you can then put a photo in,
Good idea.
and then the very back page is just kind of a collage.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I started going and didn't stop.
It's hard to stop
It
because
is.
it is so fun to create.
And then this was on, it was on the bottom half of this piece. There was a whole calendar, and I just took one of our red pens and circled 25, and it just made it pop a little bit. But anyway, I mean, the nice thing about this book is you've got plenty of pages for photos, but then all of the fun things too.
Yeah, there's lots of decorations
yeah.
and there's room for your memories.
And the easiest way to remember how to close this, because
Yes,
people
tell
are
us.
like, you start with your right hand, you right, left, right, and then left.
So right,
And-
left, right, left.
Yep, and then it's closed. And I will hand this to Kelly, and she can put on
We're
the
going to have one of our live sales in an evening next month, and we're going to be we've got lots of store samples and projects and things that we're going to be selling. And Chris, that is really sweet of you to donate it. Because
Oh, you're
all of
welcome.
the proceeds are going to go to the food. It's a food bank, food pantry here in local central Iowa. There's a huge need for families that are in need of provisions or food, and we've been getting emails regularly from that organization. So that's what we're going to do, and I think for the holidays, it's a good thing. So watch for that. You sound funny. I sound funny. Diane says I sound funny, so I'll turn it off and back on. All right. I rebooted my microphone, so maybe that'll help. But there we go. So anyhow, we're going to have a sale live on Facebook here next month. We don't have the date yet, but we're working on it. And Chris has donated her project, which is really sweet, Chris.
Oh, well, you're welcome. The food pantry is a wonderful cause.
It is. And we have a question.
All
Can we
right.
do a class about layering? Okay, Dorothy has a suggestion. We'll jot it down. A class about layering, how to decide when and where to place things. And we will get that on our list. Because, Chris, you did a lot of layering in your book. Katie does a lot of layering.
Diane.
Diane did some layering.
Yeah.
So we can talk about that. Janet does it. A lot of people do.
Oh, yeah, and that's why I took photos, because I would look at it and go back to it and put something else, and then I could switch back and forth to decide. It was just easier for me.
Well, also another tip is to use that temporary adhesive.
Yes.
And then you can move things around.
Yep, exactly. Very good idea. All right, Kelly.
Where are we going to do next? I know there's a lot going on today.
I have
A
no
lot
idea
happening.
where to start. Shall we show them some of the dyeing stuff and get
Yeah,
the mess out of the way, maybe?
do it.
Okay. So, I showed you guys, gave you a little sneak peek
Oh, this is amazing.
on this tinsel.
Whoops. I just moved your...
That's all right. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to go ahead
Are you
and
going to
get
actually
that.
do some, Chris?
Yeah, why
So
not?
this is the tinsel from Tim Holtz from his Christmas collection. It's one of my favorite things. You'll be surprised. It's $4.99. You'll be surprised how adding a little piece of tinsel to a tag or the front of a card, it just really festives it up. I like that term. I just made it
Festives. I like. Yeah.
festive. I turned festive into a verb. Chris,
Gloves.
Are your gloves matching your sweater on purpose?
No, this is the only color I had at home, but hey, it worked out. I didn't think about it.
It does look good, though. We should do a photo shoot later.
Yes. Sorry.
Chris is going to take her rings off just for good keeping.
Just because they stand out a little bit.
Alcohol ink might be a problem on those.
They might be. I'll have to head to the jewelry store and get them cleaned.
Carol said she'd love to take a tag class, another one, because she liked all the tags at Merrymakers.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring the garbage can around, and I'll come over here and stand so that
Okay.
maybe you can.
That sounds good.
Do they want red or green?
I don't, you've done both. You've got samples of both. I don't know, what do we have the most of?
Green.
Green, let's do green.
Because red's coming in later today, the red poppy, or the poppy filled.
So Chris is using alcohol ink, and we have several green colors. This is called, I don't know the name
Elixir?
of that one. Oh, is that the name of it?
Yep.
Okay, Elixir.
And this is a pearl, which you really can't tell.
It doesn't look pearly on this
No.
project, does it? So Chris is, because it's a pearl, she's shaking it up. If you don't have a pearl, then you don't need to worry about it. And we also have red pepper, which is not a pearl. And you might have alcohol inks at home, and you might want to dye it pink or blue or whatever your party theme is, golds.
You can do any color.
Mushroom ink would make it look vintage. Diane showed us a little bit of few things with mushroom ink yesterday. Are you doing this in your hands?
I am.
Oh, all right.
So all I did was take it, squish it up.
It is wired, everybody. It's got wire in it.
And I will warn you, when you cut it off, it sends out a few little pieces, but they don't keep coming off.
I love that term.
They-
It sends off a few little pieces.
Yeah, they just kind of fly at you.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So anyway, I just start putting it on here.
You could even do probably a couple colors, because you could let that dry,
Oh gosh, yeah.
and
And then I just start.
are you massaging it?
I do.
that what you were gonna
Exactly. Yes, I just start rubbing it through there.
Oh, Chris, that is amazing. You know, we have colored other things, like some of the gems and the stars, but no one at Memory Bound has colored the tinsel before. And it looks really cool.
And then if you go through, and I don't mind some of the silver coming through.
I think it makes it look more vintagey.
Yes. And then when I get
Chris, you should
done.
see all the hearts and the, I don't know what those emojis are, surprise.
the
mouth
wows,
Yeah,
maybe.
the wows and that, oh my gosh, you guys, it was silver before. It was this.
And just like that, you've got your
You
colored
could color
tinsel.
a few more things.
Oh gosh, yes, and I will.
What else have we got? Her gloves have got ink on them. Is there anything else we could color?
Well, I'm gonna color some pearl balls.
Katie, stand back.
I know Katie doesn't like to get dirty, so
She doesn't like glitter, but do you like tinsel, Katie?
I guess I never thought about
She
it.
never thought about tinsel. I love tinsel.
now I took some of the stuff that I had colored last week, or yeah, probably Saturday.
Smells good.
And doesn't it though?
Yeah. Inhale the alcohol.
And it does come off on your hands a little bit, but all I used was a baby wipe. So if you have rubbing alcohol or hand sanitizer, and it didn't.
yeah, hand sanitizer takes it off pretty well.
It didn't show it really strong or
But
anything, but I could see.
gloves are smart.
Well, I mean, definitely with this you'd want it, but I mean
Let's
the
see your
tinsel.
hands, Chris.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They're pearly though.
Isn't
It's
it
dry and
pretty?
pearly on your gloves.
Yes. Oh, here it's up on my arm too. I went a little overboard apparently, and then I happen to have parchment paper at home, so I just lay it on a piece of parchment paper to dry.
And it'll dry fast, but alcohol ink will stain things. So if you put it on your craft mat, you are going to have a green craft mat. So you're going to want to watch that. Put it somewhere where you don't care about it.
And I then did the
Chris, everybody is loving it.
Oh,
You
good.
should just see the hearts are flowing like crazy. So
all right, so then maybe it's easier to show them in there. I did these little
Those are
balls.
the baubles.
Now, the red and green ones are these, and the
Oh, you have
silver
different
ones happen to be
So we
those.
have bubbles and baubles. So the bubbles are clear and the baubles look like pearls.
And I did that pretty much the
Chris,
same way.
you're so prepared. She's
Well-
got cups and everything. Oh my gosh.
I did that the same way, or used the same ink because I wanted it to match my tinsel.
Oh, so use the same colors.
Yeah,
but
yep.
Those are just so fun. Just a little jar of those makes me happy.
Well, exactly. And I have mine from home that
Oh, now that makes me happy right
doesn't,
there.
isn't
Yes.
that fun?
That alone is pretty cool.
We can throw a few.
Chris, do they,
In there.
after they're colored then with the alcohol ink, they pretty much look the same?
They
Because the silver one,
did.
it looks the same as the others.
Yes. Although
Do they color the same?
the silver have more of a crackle effect. You can kind of see the white through it.
Okay, and the pearl ones are a little more solid.
Yeah, for whatever reason, and maybe it was because the way maybe I was swirling it a little too much with the silver. I don't know.
So Elena was wondering if you could color the bells.
Yes, with
So
alcohol ink.
absolutely.
You bet.
I don't have a package of the bells here right now, but you certainly could. And Susie wants to know why you use these for your silver instead of these.
Because I had more of these at home, and I didn't want to waste
She
all
didn't
of
want
my.
to waste her pearls. Okay,
Yep.
that makes sense. It makes
That's
a lot of sense.
And I wanted to see if it would take it the same. Actually,
Yeah, so
I just
it was an experiment.
it was exactly. I wanted to see if it was going to take it the same or not. We're going to do something different with those. Do you want me to show them how to color those, or just figure that they know?
Are you going to do the? Are you going to do the snowball
the
thing?
yeah.
Why don't you do the snowball thing?
Okay.
So let's just a couple questions.
Okay.
Can you do a multicolor bauble?
I
mean, maybe you could use an applicator. Maybe you could color it, and then maybe you could use some kind of applicator to add the other color. I don't know if they would mix. Are you going to try it?
What would you get if you mean if we tried to do?
Maybe they want it red and green.
We'll try it.
And Janet posted, anything that's metal you can color with the alcohol ink.
And
other things too. And then Leanne would like to know how long it takes to dry. Like, I'm guessing the tinsel's dry, isn't it? The tinsel's pretty much dry. It didn't come off on my hands. You doing? Oh, I see what you're doing.
When I did the others, I just put them in my cup and then I
Sorry, everybody, I wasn't showing it, but Chris put a few drops of both colors in her cup.
You wouldn't have to have full coverage of it. You could just
Have that's kind of more marbly looking.
yeah, and then you could do that.
So there's the one. I guess we'll let it dry.
Yeah, we'll just let her sit there for a
It's hard
minute.
for me to wait, Chris.
Here.
I'm going to do this. I'm rolling it around with the tinsel. So you could do multicolor if you want to.
You could just don't put as much in, because like with these, I really dropped quite a bit in my yeah.
So if you want to do solid, you do what Chris just did, but put your alcohol ink in a little cup and then swirl them around. And okay, when the alcohol dries and then gets wet, will it bleed? No, because it's an alcohol ink. So if you mix it with some alcohol, if you put it, with alcohol, rubbing alcohol, then it will bleed. But if you're just putting it out, it will not, and it won't get on your stuff either.
Okay.
We're going a step further, though.
We are. So let me just pull these out. This is done with.
This is sort of like a laboratory, Chris.
It
is.
I swear my science teacher passed me just to get rid of me.
To move you on.
Yeah, to move me on. So
Chris is using the Sizzix clear glitter. It's biodegradable, which a lot of glitters aren't, and that's kind of cool. And it's $8.99, and this is going to last quite a while.
Yes.
It's very similar to the Clear Rock candy. distress glitter from Tim Holtz.
And okay, so these are two different glitter mixes. This is this one.
Okay. These are her snowballs that she
Yes. These are Diane's glitter mix. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, but you can definitely see it here, how one is just a chunkier, almost like, you know, the snow melted and then froze again.
I think up close we can see the difference.
Okay.
So the one on the left is the chunky glitter, Diane's mix, which is the fine glitter and the glitter, or diamond dust.
Diamond
For a
dust
minute, I couldn't think about
and
it.
rock candy. And then this is also the fine glitter.
Let me get up close to that. I had to fix my microphone. All right, so here, oh, she did one of the candy canes, everybody.
Yes.
Look at how fun that is. Oh my gosh. So the candy canes, those are part of the ideology.
And they're right here.
Oh, thank
underneath
you,
the-
Chris.
Yep.
I'm looking
They're
for 'em.
hidden by the ribbon.
So here's the confections, candy canes, and that's part of the Christmas ideology. And there's almost, isn't there another one? There's another one that's very
There's
similar.
another one that doesn't have the little hoop, and it's got the round peppermint disc in it.
Right, okay, so there's a couple different ones, but I love how you added the glitter, Chris, and you're going to show us how to do
Yeah,
it?
I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. Shall we do it with? We'll do it with both. Okay, so.
I just changed my microphone, so hopefully that's going to solve the problem.
Oh.
But, let me know, Janet.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
I use glossy accents.
And that's nice because it's clear, and
Right.
it dries clear and shiny.
Exactly. Now,
Did you use it on these?
on this one and the silver one, I wanted to mess around and see. So I used the multimedia matte,
Oh, okay.
and you can tell they're just a little, I don't know.
Matte?
Yeah,
Mattish?
yeah, a little mattish. It's not as shiny, let's say. So I found I kind of liked the glossy accents more.
Okay.
All I did, so I don't have to use much.
Everybody loves the glitter on the candy
Oh,
canes,
good.
Chris. I just want you to know that.
I just took some of this and squeezed it into my hand. That's why the glove. And then I started painting.
Oh, and then so then you just painted your marble?
Yep, painted the marble. And I should have opened up my glitter before I started, but
Well, and you know, the other thing, these candy sticks or candy canes, they have them for Halloween and they're black and white.
oh, wouldn't that be fun?
And you could glitter those. And I think you could even mix them up for the holidays and have some black with reds.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious
There's
what
a
you're
lot
gonna do
of-
next. Ooh, your glove's going to be really beautiful.
It's going to be gorgeous. You can just put it here, and then I used my, so that I don't touch it.
So you want to
Get it covered really well, and then just leave it sit there. And the same thing with the candy cane. I'm going to try to put it where it's not in the glitter. And these bend. Wouldn't it be cute if you got the straight ones, glittered them up, and then if you weren't going to eat your gingerbread house,
put
could
them on your gingerbread
put them on
house,
your
yeah.
gingerbread house, like a round window, or even a doll house for Christmas. And then just, again, once you get it completely coated.
Your gloves are pretty handy there, Chris. I
Oh,
did
my-
not
yes.
expect you to get the gloves out for this technique.
Well, I just knew I didn't want to have to go wash my hands. And if I was at home, I would have two paper plates so that I'm not wasting all the glitter.
Well, hopefully you can dump it back in.
Yeah. But there you go. He'll
Oh
dry
my gosh.
and just be as pretty
So
as.
it's going to dry and be like this one.
Yep. And
So-
if you wanted, you could use the rock or Diane's mix.
Yeah, it would just be a little chunkier.
Yep.
So we should review that one more time. Diane's famous glitter mix combines the clear rock candy from Tim Holtz and the diamond dust. So you have the fine glitter and you have the chunky glitter. And you could also, if you needed to, replace the rock candy with the Sizzix glitter, and that's basically the same. It's a fine. So your fine fills in the little spots and your chunky stuff makes it chunky.
And then because I used the gloss, I have a thing of water back here to put my brush in.
Oh yeah, you want to clean your brush right away with the glossy
exactly.
accents.
So anyway, there you go.
Oh, Chris, that was so nice.
Just a couple fun little ideas. And this guy I did this morning when I got here, and he's completely dry, I think.
Yeah, it looks, it's very
When you
dry.
touched it? Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's very, very cute. Oh my gosh. And here, is this one dry now probably? So here's our modeled marble.
yes.
Marble?
Model
and
marble.
Tinsel. So it seriously has been like science class today, but this is the best science class. We had the mica rock that was sent
Yep.
by Connie, and we had Chris's science with the alcohol inks.
Well, it's just kind of fun to experiment, and it's nice when somebody else does it for you, so you know if like
You know
am
if
I
it
gonna
works.
Well, yeah, exactly. I didn't know for sure if this was going to work out for me, but I think it did.
Well, Chris, Tammy's comment, which I think really says it all, she says, I love this. It takes those items up a few notches.
Well, good.
So it's
yeah,
giving
and
you
that's
more
what
ideas to use your baubles and bubbles for, because you can make them any color. Because you could color them with ink and then glitter them even.
Oh,
color
gosh,
them with
yes.
alcohol
Yep.
ink.
Exactly. Well, and that's why I did that silver one.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Where'd that silver one go?
He's right here. Or she, whatever they meant.
They.
Yeah, they.
So this one she colored with the silver alcohol ink, and then she glittered it with the Diane's mix.
Correct.
And glossy
Yep.
accents. Yep. Everybody says great inspiration. They love it, Chris.
Good.
Thank you so much. We've continued on our Merry Christmas with Tim Holtz week, which is super cool.
But we're not done. Oh,
Oh, we've got more. We've got more. Don't go away.
the thing I said I was going to do today, I guess I'll actually
Are we going to do it?
Yeah, we're actually going to do it. Okay,
We're
so
doing a lot of stuff today.
what my plan was for today, because originally was to make some more tags and show you how to use your leftovers from the things you're going to have left from the book.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's great.
there's going to be leftover paper and leftover pocket cards. So why not make some more tags with them? And Kelly also found
Yeah, I wanted to
these,
show
which-
everybody the regular pocket, the everyday
Yeah, the
pocket
every-
cards.
Yes. Because wouldn't that be cute for birthday cards, Mother's Day cards, just a number of things. I think that's a beautiful.
Yeah, they're beautiful, just like the Christmas
Yep.
ones. And they're the same. They've got the same sizes, the same quantity.
Now, this morning, last minute, I decided, why don't I make a card?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not make a card
Why
this
not make a
morning
card?
right before your demo?
Yeah, now I can't find my scissors, but, here they are, right on top. Right where I left them.
What do you got going on here, Chris?
Okay, so I decided to take some of the leftover paper, and I used this size of the.
So you use the larger pocket cards.
Yes, well, there's
Or no,
extra
the
large,
middle,
the
the
middle
middle.
one, and I cut a tag out of that because I just liked that pattern. And then I also took the word joy that's in here
Okay.
and cut that out. And I had some of my favorite houndstooth also. And I just thought it made a sharp, easy card. And
And is this okay? And she used the framed tags die, and you can
Yes.
tell because it's got the embossing around the outside of the tags.
that's what I used for all my tags in the book.
This has been really popular.
It's really nice, and I haven't even done the way he inked it
Oh yeah,
yet.
yeah.
That's I'll try that next time.
So that's $22.99. It's got 3 sizes of tags and 3 reinforcements.
Right. And I also cut out the reinforcements out of the same color as I did the joy. Took some red twine.
Oh, and
it's
that's
a nice
the heavier,
heavy.
yeah.
Yes, it's a nice heavy one. Then I used my tiny
See,
attacher.
tiny attacher staples there,
And-
everybody.
yep.
They're back in stock.
And then I took my pop dots, or my foam square ones is what I had available. And because it's so wide, I just started cutting.
Cut them down.
Yeah.
If you're doing that, you want to cut them before you take the backing off. It works much easier, doesn't it, Chris?
Definitely. But you can see how easily they cut.
Chris, you have already shown us a lot of stuff today.
I know. Is it time to go? Should we
No,
sign
we're
off?
good. We're
Okay.
very good.
Um,
I think people love it.
well, I know it's not what you were expecting, but sometimes,
Hey, we love the unexpected. When it's positive, we love the unexpected.
unfortunately, I didn't have that many tags to show you, so I figured, let's just,
This is perfect. Everybody loves it.
well, I think it's fun to come up with some different things. So I could see my dot, so I'm just taking my scissors and
Oh, trimming
it off a
bit.
little bit so that it's not going to stick out from that. It'll be fine.
Laura says, "Don't sign off," and Janie says, "Keep going, Chris." We are.
Yeah, we'll stay.
So here's how she did her ribbon, which I thought was really unique. How she wrapped it through there and then stapled it with the tiny attacher.
Well, and to me, this line is kind of rugged.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit more rustic.
I want Teresa to do a whole demo that's just tiny attacher.
Oh, she would be perfect. She loves her tiny attacher, doesn't she? And she does so many cool things with it that I would never think of. But
Oh, that looks good.
so, there's just
and that's scraps.
those are just scraps. Yep, those are things that are left over from Tuesday. And how easy is that?
I like that,
Just
Chris.
to-
That looks really good. Everybody's
Thank you.
loving it. The hearts are pouring through.
So there's one thing with your leftovers.
And I like your choice of red on the twine or jute because it just pops with everything else.
good. Katie and I were back and forth going, I don't know, what should we do here?
I like the red. I think the red's really good.
Okay.
Look at these bags. You are so organized.
Well, all right, so
Ooh, tinsel. I see
tinsel. I started this one. I used from the
It said
baseboards. Thank you. I had some of those left over from my book. This was leftover paper, so I cut the tag out, as you can see. And then this is from the smallest.
So that's
of the-
another
yep,
pocket
that's
card.
another
The
pocket
red and
card
white
here.
striped is pocket card.
So is this. This is a medium pocket card. I just turned it over so I had words. And then this is from the Botanical. It was too shiny. I mean,
Oh.
now don't get me wrong. I
It was
realize
too shiny, so she glittered.
so I glittered it with Diane's glitter mix.
But I know what you mean. It's a little glossy.
Yeah,
The
yep.
papers are a little glossy.
Then I used one of the little hook pens and the snowflake from his
His adornment.
his
That's
adornment,
a new
which I
adornment.
don't have. I'm sorry. And then I just tied on one of my pieces of jute.
See how the tinsel makes it fun?
Now, I looked at it and I went, it's still not there.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
So I
What
got
are we gonna
out
do? I
some
can't wait to see what
of-
we're doing.
I grabbed some of his washi tape. You can see how many neat
And
ones
this
are
one
there.
you get 6 rolls. And I like it because it's got the skinny. And Diane used some of this yesterday, and then it's got the wider styles. Oh, and we're using the wide
So
one.
I'm using the wide one, but I tore it down. This is actually.
you did?
Yeah. I mean, this
Oh,
wasn't hooked.
okay,
These are
wait.
2 different pieces.
Right.
But I.
So she tore it down the middle.
Yes.
Lengthwise.
Exactly. And then I thought, well, let's make
Yeah,
it
what are
look
you gonna
like.
do with it?
So I put a piece here, and then
Oh my
took
gosh,
another
Chris.
piece and
Talk about great collage.
but it just, I got it off a
I
little bit,
learned
but that's
from
all right.
Maggie that a lot of times you use, when you add black, it makes everything pop.
Well, yeah, in a house, it grounds it.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it just
I
added
like
that
it.
little
It did.
thing
It
that
does.
needed
It
it.
looked fine before, and this just makes it more wow.
So,
And
easy-
heck, use your stuff, right?
exactly. Yep. So
That looks
there's
great.
so there's that one that we
We're
have
gonna have a whole
complete.
pile of things to take pictures of.
This one is going to be very simple, and that's okay because sometimes that's what you do. Now,
So yeah.
this is just another piece
Another-
of leftover paper.
okay, and you die cut it with the frame
yeah.
pegs.
And because it had this on the front, I wanted the back of it to match to carry through, so I used
Smart.
a piece of that tape. And where's my little?
Gosh, that is the same, isn't it?
It is. It's exactly the same.
And then it looks like she used for your reinforcement. Did you put washi tape on something and die cut it?
No, that was another piece of
Is that
paper
another piece of paper?
that I thought was cool. So then, this already has lines on it, so why not
Why not
make
do
it work for me? And I used our
our to from.
to from stamp.
So this is a memory bound exclusive stamp, to from. We found that there was hard to find to from stamps around from the different vendors, so we created our own. Oh, Chris,
Huh?
handy.
We're
Handy
gonna
dandy. Oh, I
and
like that.
So then, you know, you can use it
So
on
then
a
it's,
gift.
it's usable,
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah, I love
So the
that little
the
stamp.
to from stamp has got 3 different to froms, and then it's got a just for you. Like if you're putting that on a gift, it's $8.90 or $4.99. So it's very inexpensive. Dawn's daughter Amanda designed that for us.
Now, I liked this little,
I
you
like
know,
that too.
more leftover stuff.
Ooh.
Don't look at it and go, well, this doesn't work. Just put it where you want it and cut off the rest.
And you
it's
might
fine.
even save that little piece.
Oh, exactly.
Because who knows where you're going to use
There
it.
might be something later that you want that for. Just remember to then ink,
ink your
where
edge.
you, yeah, because I mean, you don't want everything else inked and then have that white. So I just ink it up. I'm going to use temporary tape because I'd use glue if I were at home because I like how heavy it makes
I
it.
started using liquid glue, Chris, with Merry Makers, and
Doesn't
I
it
don't
make a
think I'm going
difference?
back. I mean, I still am using my tape runner and tape and score tape, but for a lot of things, I'm just using it. It's fast.
And then I took,
Is that from the ephemera?
yep, that's from the ephemera.
Oh, I like you put the little drop
put
on
the little
it.
drop on it, inked it, pop dotted it. But first, this is another one that I was like, it needs something else. So I'm going to take the very thin washi tape. Whoops, let's hold it
That's
this way
okay.
so you can read
It's
what
got
it says.
lots of words on it.
Yeah, magical, jolly, holiday, wishes, festive, season, winter. I did pretty well reading that upside
You
down.
did very well.
Especially so
Hey,
small.
everybody, it's not easy.
No. And I just think it needed something.
So you're along the side of
So-
that piece of ephemera.
Yep. And you could always add 2 if you wanted to make it a little thicker. I don't know if it needs it or not, but it's kind of fun when it's
So people were
offset.
asking earlier about how to put things together and collage and mixing things. And Chris, I think you're taking care of some of that need right now.
oh, good. See, to me, that just added
It does.
something.
I think you definitely got the kick of making tags after looking at all the tags in your books and things.
Well, thank you. I'm having fun, and I went back and watched some of our coworkers' videos so that, but then just, you know, offset it. You don't always have to have a big bow. I would, if I'm gonna put it on a gift, then I would definitely put a piece of twine through it first. And then I just took more of the twine.
Oh, made a little bow.
Made a little bow. I used one of my dots, my glue dots, and stuck it right here. Whoops. I'm going to have to use glue.
Gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use glue.
But we've got the idea, though, that she put the bow right here.
We'll just. And then, you know, it's cute.
It's very cute.
It,
Jennifer made a comment that I want to share and make sure if people didn't read it that they all get the message. But she says having fun is the main thing we all need to remember.
oh, isn't
And
that the
she said
truth?
today is just what she needed. So Jennifer,
Aw.
that's very sweet. And Chris, we appreciate you designing these and putting them together for us. You make it look very easy.
Well, it is. My liquid glue is somewhere. Okay, so this one.
You could use glossy accents if you
Oh, there you go.
need to. It's right in the front corner. I just happened to look over and see it.
Well,
I
I was
wasn't really.
Looking for, I know I travel with my glue and I like it so much better, but.
Okay, there's a question about the flashcard, and the flashcard is actually in the ephemera pack. Maybe we
Yes.
should do our flashcards in red. They
Oh.
said that they come in red. We have flashcards available from Merrymakers, and maybe we should print some in red. That might be
That
kinda
would
fun.
be fun.
Ooh, what have we here?
Well,
A lot of stuff.
this one I cut out of the large flashcard. I mean the
Pocket card?
Pocket card.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, those pocket cards. Well, 4x6, I think, is the large
Yes.
one.
Now
Chris, that right there is all you need.
it does cut off the bottom,
That's okay.
and that's I didn't care. The back of it is just as
beautiful.
pretty, and you can cut a plain one if you want, and then you'll use
Yeah.
it as a gift tag. So I decided this one I was just gonna show you how easy it is to take that flashcard and then decorate it with simple things to make it pretty. You know, you just don't have to add that much.
So you're adding the December 24,
Yeah.
and you added the diamond or the Diane's mix
On
glittered up.
on
Is
a-
this part of the botanical?
That's part of the
ephemera?
botanical. I took 3 different sizes of
The droplets.
the droplets. Yep.
The droplets have been extremely popular. They were a new product with the Halloween 2022, and you get 192 pieces, and they're flat. I think that's why they're so easy to use, because they're flat on one side.
And then you can use one of the cute little paper clips.
Oh, everybody loves the mini paper clips from the Ideology. And that's an
And-
everyday product, so you can get those, unless they're out of stock, you can get them anytime.
And they come in different colors. I don't know if you can see how.
They're kind of a silvery and a brass, and
Yeah.
I don't know what else, but they do come in a little bit varied
Yeah,
colors.
exactly. So that's stuck on there easy. I've got pop dots already on this one.
Angie wants you to send some tags to her. She loves them.
Well, I can probably look up your address. I need to put it down far enough that
Oh, you don't want to
I
cover
can-
the hole either. for the
exactly.
ribbon.
Now, see, I have never used glossy accents as a glue. Oh, for
I
crying
think
out
it'll
loud.
work.
This
Oh, is
would
that
be my
your
glue.
All right, so Chris is using the glue tube from Lawn Fawn, and it now comes in the bigger size. And I do like the Lawn Fawn glue. I mean, we work here, so we all have quite a few. We all have choices
Yes.
in glue and lots in our supplies. But that's
And-
new from Lawn Fawn. They had the glue tube, and now they've got the jumbo.
Well,
So it
and
lasts longer.
right. The only thing you have to be careful of is if you touch the bauble
Oh,
top with the glue, it gets kind of a filmy look
okay.
to it. So,
tweezers might be needed.
yeah. And I'm trying to do it without.
Sometimes I put a dot of glue on my tag, and then I have to use tweezers.
Well,
and
that would have
drop
been
them on,
smarter.
but it's just a tip for people to try.
That's a very good idea, and that's one thing I didn't bring with my tweezers. Okay, so that is, you can see my little sack of things that I lay out on my table and decide what I want to
you had a whole bag of
add
goodies.
to it.
Elena says I'm walking here for a second.
Okay.
Elena says she uses glossy accents to attach her crystals. Okay, and then I do want to mention, since there's a lot of talk about flashcards, here are the Tim Holtz Everyday Flashcards. And there are words in here that would work for the holidays. I think heart, happy, gather, spark, wonder, peace. So there are a lot of really good words here, and they do come in 3 different sizes. I don't think they're as little as the ones that Chris is using. Those are from the ephemera from the Christmas release. He used to do flashcards all on their own, and now he's kind of mixed up all of the ephemera.
And he made bigger ones with the same words on them.
In the ephemera, pack?
ephemera,
I
yeah.
haven't opened mine. I just got it yesterday.
I'm pretty sure I used, like
Oh,
that one.
there's a
Yeah.
bigger word. Now, memory bound, we have a half sheet of cut apart flashcards, and you cut them apart, and then you can take a corner rounder and you can round the corners and you can ink them up, and they're printed on natural cardstock, so they look like the old fashioned.
Okay, so I clipped off a piece
Oh,
of
I love
ribbon.
that color. People were asking for that yesterday, Chris.
And it is right here. So we can,
Oh, okay.
they pulled it so we
So
can,
it's seam binding, and she's got a couple colors picked here, a green and kind of a cranberry red.
yep, yeah, it's not the bright red, it's cranberry. And so since I hurried through the one the other day when you asked, we're going to go ahead and I also used black because the album was black.
Oh,
so that's why I
sometimes
used,
that's hard
yeah.
to see.
So I'm going to use the 4 fingers, wrap it around, 4 or 5 times, whatever you want. And then the reason I tie that on ahead of time is so then I can go
Oh, you're
ahead.
putting it on the same one.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, and I think it looked perfectly cute without putting on a bigger ribbon. It was just that they had asked
Sure.
about the
yeah.
fluffy bows, so I thought that was a good. And of course, I'm
Do
doing
you
it
feel like
kind
you're
of.
all fingers now?
Well,
So we're all,
yeah,
we're all
because-
watching.
Yeah, whenever you're trying to do it on air,
I was looking for it. We had a question. So when you glitter your greenery, do you just use glue all over it to get much of your sparkle, or do you use a spray adhesive, Chris, like on this one here?
I used my Lawn Fawn glue, and I put it on I kind of.
Did you put it all over?
I squiggled it all over, then I used my finger, and I
smoothed.
made sure that it was all covered.
Okay, so you
And-
do want to put it all over.
Yep.
And when you use Diane's mix, that's the beauty of it, because this tiny glitter covers in the spaces between the larger chunky glitter.
Okay, so now you've got this, and you just want to start separating them out.
Kind of reminds me of making bows with the paper ribbon when I was a little girl.
Oh,
With my
yeah.
mom, we would wrap it. Or you would buy those bows that were pre-made and you had to like pull them
And pull them apart. Exactly. They have a tendency to want to go back in. So,
Do you have to show them who's boss?
well, kind of.
So here's a bow like she's making now, and here's, oh, this one's really fluffy here. I don't think I can pull it out,
That's
but
right.
you can see that one there is very fluffy.
So when I get it separated, then I just start twisting it
Oh, that's
different
what you do.
directions so that it doesn't have that tendency then to go back. But so you can see
yeah.
that's just one side fluffed up. The other side is still in there, so then you just do the same thing. Separate it, start twisting it, and I know Maggie
I didn't know about the twisting. That will help me a lot.
gets it wet.
Oh, Maggie
and-
crinkles hers.
Yeah, Maggie crinkles them. So yeah, I just twist it, and if I have to go back and do it again, I do. And it's not.
If you want it to be crinkly, you'll get it wet and you'll scrunch it in your hands and let it dry, and then do exactly what Chris is doing.
Yeah. So there you go. That is the fluffy bow.
Oh, and it looks good too.
Thanks.
Elena was impressed because your scissors cut ribbon.
Oh well, that's
Because they're Chris's personal scissors. We don't have scissors here at Memory Bound that cut ribbon, but the Tim Holtz scissors do cut.
the ones
they're
I
very
bring.
sharp.
Yes, and they've got that nice cover on them. So there you go.
Look at all this
Is-
stuff. Look at, oh my gosh.
And I probably could have made
And she
several more.
She still has leftovers.
I have all of these cards left over that I don't know if we ever opened these up and showed people how gorgeous they are or not.
We probably didn't, but look at, you can kind of see, I'm showing them the back of the package. So, you know, Chris, again, somebody asked about how to layer and collage. These are done for you.
Yes.
So like this one, for example, already has, it looks like several layers.
Well,
And they have, it's not a glossy finish. It's kind of an
No.
old-fashioned finish.
I can't tell you how many times on this one I tried to lift the edge to stick something under.
Because they look so real. Oh, look
Yeah.
at that one with the little pine.
But they are just amazing. And these are the medium-sized ones that make the perfect small tag.
I feel like you're dealing me a hand of cards.
Yeah, you want to play pepper?
And they are two-sided, so you are going to get both sides. A
Yeah.
lot of times, ephemera on the back is plain, but these, and if you want a more of a plain, is this what you use for there, Chris?
Well,
Looks kinda
yes,
like
it's
it.
that one. I used the regular paper,
Oh, yeah.
and it
So
happens
they all
to be
coordinate then
yes.
with this paper.
Yep. Here's some of the large ones that are just
They're
that's
awesome.
That's what I used for this tag, was just this size. Used the tag die that we had out, and 90% of your work is done.
Yeah. And these could be tags alone. I mean, or a banner.
gosh,
you can
yeah.
hang these
Yep.
and make a banner with them.
Exactly.
There's lots of opportunities, and those are the pocket cards for Christmas. You get 55 pieces, and if you're not a Christmas person, you can get the regular pocket cards also, and they are $7.99, and it has 55 pieces also, and they're very beautiful. Lot of botanic images, flowers, different things. Chris, those
Sorry,
amazing.
it's bothering me because I noticed just now that I didn't ink the edges on this one.
Well, we want you to sleep tonight,
And-
Chris.
well, Kelly knows that I would be up at like
should be worrying about it.
oh boy, yeah. I'm one of those that I go to sleep in 30 seconds, and then at 2 o'clock I wake up and go, oh my gosh, I didn't ink the edges.
Well, it's all good, Chris.
So, there we
This has
go.
been
That's it.
amazing. You would not believe all the wonderful comments. People have loved it. So we sure appreciate you doing all this
You're
work for
welcome.
us and showing us. We glittered, we inked, we made tags, we've got a card,
We
finished
colored.
your album, we did the tinsel. We made snowballs. It's been a big day. You
Yes.
need to go rest now, Chris.
Whew, I need a nap.
And the weekend is here, so if you're
Yay.
out and about, please join us. Stop in, see us. We will be back on Monday for more Merry Christmas with Tim Holtz, and Teresa will be here for her usual Monday. The Christmas and Fall is on sale. It's 31% off through Monday, so you've got this weekend to finish stocking up on your fall and your Halloween. Did I say Christmas? I meant fall and Halloween. I don't know what I said. But thanks, everybody, and thank you, Chris.
You're
and we'll
welcome.
see you on Monday.
All right.